A man with billions of dollars in his bank account does something kind and surprising that changes not one, but two lives forever. Yes, you heard that right. A billionaire hires a housekeeper who has a baby, and what happens next is something you have to hear to believe. Stay with me as we dive into this amazing journey of hope, hard work, and life-changing decisions. Let me introduce you to our two heroes. First, there is Mr. Sterling. He is a self-made billionaire who built his fortune with big ideas and lots of hard work. Mr. Sterling is smart and very busy, running a large technology company. But what makes him different from other rich people is that he always looks for ways to help others, even when he has so much already. On the other side, we have Anna. Anna is a kind, hardworking housekeeper who takes care of her little baby, Bella. Life has been very tough for Anna. Every day she wakes up early to work hard and make sure Bella gets everything she needs, even when money is very short and challenges seem to be around every corner. But Anna never loses hope. She dreams of a better life, not just for herself, but especially for beautiful Bella. Imagine two very different worlds, one of a glittering mansion and a busy tech business, and one of simple daily struggles and warm determination. Today, these two worlds will come together in a way that will change everything. One sunny morning, Mr. Sterling's team put up a job ad for a trusted housekeeper. Anna, needing any help she could find, applied for the job. During the interview, Anna told her story. With a soft but strong voice, she explained all her challenges and how she tried every day to make things better for Bella. Mr. Sterling listened carefully. In that moment, he saw more than just a resume. He saw the hope and hard work in her eyes. After the interview, instead of choosing someone with a long list of qualifications, Mr. Sterling made a decision that would start a chain reaction. He called Anna into his office and said, "Anna, I want you to be more than our housekeeper. I see the strength in you, and I want to help you build a brighter future for you and Bella." Most people would think that was all. But guess what? Mr. Sterling had planned something completely unexpected, something that would shock not only Anna, but everyone who heard this story. A few weeks after Anna started working at the mansion, something incredible happened. Mr. Sterling decided to hold a small celebration right in his big, shiny home. He invited staff, close friends, and even some community leaders. In the middle of the party, with all eyes on him, Mr. Sterling walked to the microphone and made an announcement that felt like it jumped right out of a movie. "Today," he said, "we celebrate more than a job well done. Anna, your hard work has inspired me. Starting now, I want you to lead a new project here, a community care project that will help people in need. I will also set up special training for you so you can learn new skills like using computers and managing projects. And to help Bella, I've arranged for a fund to support her education. You are not just our housekeeper, but a leader in the making." Can you imagine the shock? One moment Anna was here to clean the mansion, and the next moment she was being given the keys to a whole new life. The room filled with applause, and even little Bella seemed to smile at the wonderful moment. This was not just a new job. It was a complete change in the direction of Anna's life. Now let's look at what Mr. Sterling did from a simple, step-by-step point of view. In big companies, there is something called a training program. It is like a school at work where you learn new skills such as using computers, planning events, and even making important decisions. Mr. Sterling set up this program just for Anna. He wanted to give her tools for success. It's similar to when you learn to ride a bike. First, you have training wheels, and then soon you are writing on your own. Mr. Sterling also created a special education fund for Bella. He said, "Every child deserves the best start in life." By partnering with local schools and experts, he made sure that Bella would have access to the best education possible. What I love about this part of the story is that it shows us two very important things. Learning new skills is like unlocking a superpower, and every child should have the chance to learn and grow. Stories like this always make me stop and think. I truly believe that one kind act can change many lives. It reminds me of the time when I helped a friend fix a broken toy, and that small act made our entire day brighter. Mr. Sterling saw something special in Anna, a spark of hope that many people might have missed. His decision teaches us something important. When you have the chance to help someone, you should do it with your whole heart. Now here's a funny part to think about. Imagine if you were Anna. One day you wake up and do the same work as always, but the next day you are suddenly in a room with lots of managers, computers, and charts. It would be like going from playing on a swing at the park to suddenly riding in a fancy car. It might feel a little scary at first, but then you realize that you are learning super cool things that can change your life. That's exactly what happened to Anna, and that twist is what makes this story so amazing. As more time passed, Anna began to truly shine. With the training she received, she not only became expert at managing tasks in the mansion, but also started to use her new skills to help the community. She organized small meetings where people could talk about how to make their neighborhood a better place. This was the start of something much bigger, a project that Mr. Sterling called Community Hope. Every week, Mr. Sterling's team would gather to talk about the progress of the community project. They would discuss fun ideas like setting up a garden in the local park or building a small library where kids could read and learn. With the help of a smart planning tool, think of it as a giant, friendly checklist. They monitored every step. They celebrated the small victories, like when a new idea was born, or when someone learned how to use a computer properly. With clear plans and hard work, Anna's success spread like sunshine on a cold day. This change touched many lives. Soon other companies in the town took notice. They started to believe that using money to help other people was the best investment of all. One by one, similar projects began to appear. It was as if Mr. Sterling's small act of kindness lit a spark that turned into a brilliant, glowing flame across the community. Let me share with you what I think is the heart of this story. First, it shows that kindness is not measured by money or power. Even if you do not have billions of dollars, you can still use what you have. A kind heart, a little bit of time, a friendly smile to help change someone's life. Mr. Sterling had everything, but he chose to give back. His choice reminds us of an old saying, "A rising tide lifts all boats." When you help one person, it can create waves of goodness that help many people. Second, Anna's story tells us that no matter how hard life gets, hope and hard work can lead to beauty and success. Even when the world seems unfair, every day brings a new chance for change. Anna kept working hard for Bella. Even when she was tired, she smiled and dreamed of a better future. And then one kind decision changed her world completely. This story also teaches us about the power of planning and learning. Mr. Sterling's decision to set up a training program shows us that when we learn new skills, we become unstoppable. It is the same way you feel when you finally learn how to tie your shoelaces or solve a tricky puzzle. Each new skill opens a door to many more possibilities. Now let's talk a little bit more about how everything was made possible. In Mr. Sterling's company, they use special tools to track progress. One of these was a data analysis tool. Think of it as a super smart calculator that shows how well a project is going. Every week, someone would check numbers like the number of people taking classes or the number of new ideas that helped improve the project. This helped Mr. Sterling and his team make smart decisions quickly. It is like checking your homework answers with an answer key to see where you can do better. Even though this might sound a bit technical, the idea is very simple. Good planning helps everyone succeed. When we know our goals and work step by step, nothing is impossible. And when you mix that with a generous heart, you get a recipe that can change lives, just like Anna's life changed when Mr. Sterling decided to help her. Every time I think about this story, I feel inspired. I believe that no matter who you are or where you start, a little help and a big dream can change everything. Mr. Sterling's choice was not about showing off wealth. It was about sharing hope and giving someone a chance to grow. And Anna's determination reminds us that every day is a chance to learn and become better. I hope that when you hear this story, you remember that every act of kindness counts. It doesn't matter if you are rich or poor. Everyone can make a difference in someone else's life. Even if all you have is a smile or a kind word, it can be the start of a big change. So the next time you see someone who might need help, remember Anna and Mr. Sterling. Remember that a tiny bit of care can turn a life around. We have now reached the end of our incredible story. Today you learned about Mr. Sterling, a billionaire who used his success to help someone in need, and Anna, a hardworking housekeeper with a big heart who saw her life change in ways she never dreamed. This story is a reminder that with kindness, proper planning, and a willingness to learn, each one of us has the power to make the world a better place. If this story touched your heart or made you think about how you can help someone, please hit that subscribe button down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Maybe share a time when someone's kindness helped you or when you passed on a bit of love to someone else. And before you go, check out the video on your end screen, where I share more amazing stories about hope, change, and surprises that will lift your spirits. Thank you so much for watching and listening. Remember, every little act of kindness can make a big difference. Stay kind, keep learning, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.